Welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast, episode number 43. If you are not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. It's a free way to show us you appreciate what we're doing out here. My name is Jaylen Kale. Alongside me, as always,
You okay?
how you been this week, kid? What you been up to?
Working and shit.
You know, classic working. But you came over to the apartment today with one of these bad boys on him. Man straight handed me about 17 contracts to sign. You taking this movie quite seriously, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, got to get that experience in where you can, I suppose. But for me, that would kind of seem like a really overwhelming part of the filming experience. You know, having everybody sign all this shit. You know, everybody's asking you, "What does this mean? What does that mean?" Do you find it nerve-wracking at all?
Yeah. I can see where people would be worried about it, but it's more of just make sure, you're safe and you don't get fucked over
Right, cover all your bases.
financially.
Right, cover all your bases behind the scenes, just in case. You know, you never know with the internet nowadays. Anything can blow up.
Yeah.
But other than that, you've been you just still grinding on Spiff Diff and Kush.
Yeah, I've been working on the storyboarding, but I took a day off today from it because I felt like it'd be too much to do, and usually I would go out and drive around to like a park or something and sit there and draw, but it's too cold for that.
Yeah, it is. You know, classic Indiana weather. It was fucking 54 degrees one day, and then the next day it snowed about 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
And we're like, the groundhog, that lion ass motherfucker. Speaking of social events, Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go. Super Bowl champions. Back to back. Hey. Going back to back. Hey. It'd be wild if we go 3 years in a row, but we'll see, I suppose, next year. You get much into the NFL nowadays?
Not really.
Were you ever a big sports fan? You ever follow any teams?
No. I mean, I would much rather play the sport than watch the sport.
I totally understand that. If my body could still handle playing football for an hour and a half, I would do it. But I'd be on the bench game 2. Just broken clavicle, sprained ankle, stub my finger. I'll be all sorts of fucked up. But anyways, let's hop on into the episode. Got a couple pretty decent picks for you, so let's get on into it. Oh Lord, Jesus, sorry. That was a lot. Sorry if you're got your headphones in. I appreciate you for listening though. Hit subscribe, babe. Hit subscribe, babe. Hit subscribe, babe. Hit subscribe, babe. Welcome back to what the? Oh my goodness, what happened?
What?
I think my oh Jesus Christ! Don't tell me this happened again. So my microphone, I can't even talk. My microphone is out of sync. So it's like playing back in my headphones about 2.5 seconds too late. So I'm like, my microphone is not good. See if I can fix this real quick. Check. Hello? What the hell? This is so odd. I don't know what happened. Hello? We'll be right back.
And welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast. Sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but like my microphone stopped working and then it started working, but it was like I would talk and then it was like half a second behind, so it was like impossible to try and talk and listen to myself at the same time. But you know, we're here, we're back. What'd you say? You're lucky I had your mic muted while you was fucking resetting up over there. He just said some fucking shit that could have got us canceled. But anyways, we want to say thank you for checking out the Two Tone Podcast. Share it with your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your goldfish's aunt. But yeah, we're just trying to get our little podcast out to as many people as possible. I appreciate all y'all for subscribing so far. But still working on Spiff Diff and Kush. Got the said you got the storyboard mostly done.
I wouldn't say mostly done, but I've been working on it. Trying to get,
You got to start somewhere.
It's a lot of action.
Very true. I feel like if I did a storyboard, I would just do like little stick figures and just like highlight the blue stick figure is Kush. The green one is, whatever. But just make your life a little easier, I feel like. Also, I feel if I did it at the beginning, it'd be like super detailed, and then like page 3, it gets a little less detailed. Page 4 is like stick figures. Page 5 is just like lines moving across this. It just starts progressing worse and worse.
That's how mine looks right now. Like I started really good, and then it's just like now it's like what the fuck.
I don't blame you. It's a lot of fucking work. You start off, you're like, all right, so this won't be too hard. Writing it out, you're like, all right. My arm is starting to hurt, and I got 17 pages to go. This is gonna be rough. But for the storyboard, what's really the main purpose of having a storyboard? I've never.
It's so the DP can get a idea of what I'm looking for the shots.
That makes more sense. Just kind of like setting up how you want the angles to be on the cameras and like general areas for where people are gonna be,
basically
where they're going. Interesting. So, sorry if I'm fucking coughing and sounding like shit. Still a little congested. This fucking winter's got my ass kicked right now. But if you want to check out my music, Unfuckswittable, the deluxe edition came out a few months ago now. Available on all platforms. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and my social medias as well. TT, hit him with your little spiel before we hop into the rest of the episode.
So my name's Theo. You can find my videos on you can find my short films on YouTube under Glasshouse Productions 8. And if you'd like to get in contact and helping in any way, being a helping hand or wanting to be like a background character or anything like that, contact me at Glasshouse Productions 8 on Instagram. And that's about it.
Hell yeah. All right, so what do you want to talk about first, the album or the film of the week?
Let's talk about the album you chose.
Okay,
sir.
Since you want to fucking listen to the album this week,
Mr. Country Boy over here.
All right, so it's not even really country, I wouldn't say. So the album of the week is Billy Strings EP by Billy Strings. So if you're not familiar with old Bill Stringers, I came across this music by way of one of my old friends, Bobby, and excuse me, goodness,
Bobby T.
But yeah, there's this one song on the end of the album called Dust in a Baggie. And Bobby found that song and he was like, this shit slaps. And I was like, it kind of does. I ain't even going to lie. But it's kind of like bluegrass, twangy, kind of like, I think of like West Virginia type beat, like in the hills, kind of like bing, a ling, ding, ding. But, it's done really well in my opinion. What was your
of redneck country? That's what I think.
I wouldn't even say it's like redneck country. When I think of redneck country, I think of more like got my dog in the truck sucking on a beer, got my baby by my side, shit like that. But it's more like a I'll give y'all a little taste of Dust in a Baggie real quick. If I could spell.
I ain't slept 7 days, haven't eaten free. Methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me.
All right, so y'all get the vibe, right? So leave it in the comments below. Is it redneck country? Is it bluegrass? The world may never know. But I used my only phone call to contact my daddy. Spent 20 long years for some dust in a baggie. That line, fire. But other than you thinking it's redneck country music, what was your overall opinion of the EP in general?
It's not really my type of music, but it's I can see where people would like it, but again, not my type of music.
I understand that.
If you don't know what my type of music is, go find the 2 episodes where we flopped the flippy.
The old flippers. I think we've done 3 of them now. Because I chose RV, Shark Tales, and then what was it? Super Troopers. Yeah, we done 3 of them. Yeah, selling out. We out here running out of ideas already. No, I'm playing. But I always like to let people into your world of music because it's quite the fucking wild ride.
Yeah, definitely different.
So yeah, I really just chose this album because of Dust in a Baggie. Jesus, sorry if I sound like shit. But I really chose the album for the song Dust in a Baggie. I came across it again randomly, and I was like, oh, I forgot all about this song. Put it on, and I was like, oh shit, this fucking goes hard. Listened to the album, and I was like, not a half bad album. So there you go, album of the week. Oh shit, TT, hit him with your quote of the week. He sent me a quote of the week this week.
Life is like getting thrown into the deep end. Are you gonna sink or swim?
Prophetic right there. So what made you think of this quote?
Because people need to learn how to be able to learn things and not be handed things in life. And so
Fair enough.
it's just the whole thing. Nepotism. Great.
You gotta love it. All right, so onward and upward. Let's talk about the film of the week. So, tell the people about the film of the week, T.
The film of the week is Memento, and it came from last week's episode when we were talking about a very choppy film with different like very not singular in its storytelling.
Yeah, we were talking about what was it, Looper, and
Yeah.
we were talking about how it was a little confusing sometimes, like hopping between timelines and well, not really timelines, but like hopping into the past of the future of the main character. Like
Yeah.
it was a little confusing at parts if you weren't really dialed into the movie. And so Theo brought up Memento, and so have you seen it recently?
I have not. I remember it though because I watched it maybe last year, maybe the year before. I don't know, but I remember most of it.
What was your what's your overall opinion of Memento? What was some of the things you liked, some of the things you didn't like?
Well, it's a Christopher Nolan film, so
It was his second movie, wasn't it?
something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, I liked it. I liked the character creation and the story development and all that.
Do what? Oh, hold up. Your microphone came out. What the shit? You know, it really wouldn't be the podcast without some fucking audio technical difficulties. Goodness, kid. One of these days, we're going to have working microphones. Oh, Jesus. Hand me the end of your cord. It fell out. You know, one of these days, this podcast will work. Today, not the day. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm just fucking everything up right now. So if the podcast just ceases to work, just stick with us. We're figuring it out. Oh, Jesus. We'll be right back. Oh. Hold on. Oh, no, that's not the right microphone. It's picking up out of the computer. That's not correct. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so, you know, it really wouldn't be the podcast if we didn't have some fucking audio difficulties. So, we're talking about Memento, and you said you really liked the character creation in the movie.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't seen Memento, the main character in the movie has, like, he got into this accident that you don't really find out too much about, and he really doesn't have, like, a short-term memory, or, like, he can't make new memories. He knows who he is. He knows, like, the backstory of his life and all this shit leading up until the accident, but he can't maintain new memories. Like, all this shit just kind of fades. So he leaves himself like a series of notes and takes pictures of like all the shit that he owns, and you know, just trying to find a way to live day to day without having a memory, you know.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole movie, you kind of start to feel more and more for the main character of the story, because he's really just trying to get revenge on the person that killed his wife, or you know, whatever. And watching the movie, it is kind of confusing because the movie is split between black and white and color scenes, and all of the scenes that are in color, the scenes are in like reverse order. But all the scenes that are black and white are in regular chronological order. So it's kind of confusing at first when you're watching the movie, because you see the end of the movie and then you see what happened before the end of the movie, and then you see what happened before that, you know,
Yeah.
up until essentially the beginning of the movie. And so you're sitting there and you're like, what the fuck? Hold on. Okay. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, that's why that happened. And then you're sitting there like, what the, oh, but why did this? And then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, that's why that happened. And then that happened. And, you know, by the end of the movie, you're like, holy shit, this all happened because this happened and bro did that. And then bro came over here and shot that dude in the head. And then they came, drove the car. And oh my God, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
It was, me and Sam watched the movie the other night and we were like, okay. Oh, he was fucking his wife the whole time, bro. That was crazy. You know, like we're just sitting there, just like, I have no idea what's going on, but I know everything that happened. You know, it was a real mind fuck up a movie. It was.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a really interesting way to kind of like hold the attention of an audience in a really different kind of way. You know. That was one of the things I really enjoyed about the movie. One of the things, you know, it was kind of like one of the things I enjoyed and didn't like at the same time. It was like, it was a little confusing to follow along, but then like 5 minutes later, you understood what everything that happened.
I'm pretty sure Memento is what made Christopher Nolan. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the movie that made him big. a big name.
That would make sense. It came out in about, what, 2000, I think? If I can do some quick Googling. 2000, yeah.
But yeah,
What are the, I'm about to say, you always talk about directors and shit, and I never know anything about any of them.
Christopher Nolan made Oppenheimer. He made Dark Knight.
Okay. He did
Interstellar.
Interstellar, Inception, Dunkirk. Did he do the whole Dark Knight trilogy or just Dark Knight Rises?
He did Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins. And Dark Knight.
Wasn't there a third one in the Batman trilogy?
Ending the night.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Either way, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it was a really fucking interesting movie. I had never seen a movie that was like told in that kind of sequence, you know?
Yeah.
With Looper, you kind of got a taste of like, you know, as I said, like the character's future's past, like the in between the two characters meeting, you know, you learned a little bit about that, but you didn't really get too much into the weeds about it. But there's I found Jesus. I found out there's a version of the movie where like all the scenes are cut in order and you watch it in order and you're like it's kind of like an entirely different movie if you watch the scenes in order.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to kind of like see what clues you could pick up on if depending on which version you watched, you know.
All right. Let's give the audience a new thing. Jaylen's top 5 artists.
My top 5 artists.
Musicians.
Music artist. Oh, that's fucking hard. I couldn't even say really. Let's see what's on my Spotify real quick. I listen to a lot of Tyler the Creator. I listen to a lot of Black Keys. I don't know. I listen to like a lot of like one song from an artist, you know. See if there's anything in here that'll be helpful. But yeah, I'd probably say Tyler the Creator, the Black Keys. Yeah, I don't even know.
Leon Bridges.
I like him a lot. I don't know if I put him in top 5 though. That's such a hard question. There's so many different. Give me like a genre to go into. I feel like that would be a little easier. Rock. Okay, so Black Keys, Cage the Elephant,
2.
Arctic Monkeys, Led Zeppelin, and probably Rage Against the Machine.
It's your top 5.
Killing in the name of fire. All right, so let's flip the script on you.
Okay.
Top 5 Timmy B films. You want me to bring some up for you?
Why Timmy B films?
Because you always on Timmy B's nuts.
But what? Like, you couldn't ask me my top 5 directors?
Nope.
My top 5 Timmy B films?
Yep.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Beetlejuice is good.
Did you like the Johnny Depp Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Were you a fan?
I mean, I grew up on it, so. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if we talk about this, but have you seen Wonka, the new one?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it.
I heard it was kind of like a musical based kind of deal.
It is.
What was the verdict on that? Did they do it well? Was Timothy Chalamet about that singing life?
You did pretty good, but I felt like they could have done a lot more with the story. But all in all, it was good. I'd give it about a 3.5, 4-star review. But
Not too bad.
so
Also, I thought Tim Burton had made a lot more movies than this.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
That's one.
Beetlejuice,
That's two.
Ed Wood was pretty good.
Three. It was pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie.
I like the Frankenweenie the Frankenweenie stop motion, not the live action one.
They made a live action Frankenweenie?
Yeah, it's at the bottom there
Oh, Jesus.
on the list.
The 1984 version. Oh, it was originally a live action movie.
I like the 2012 version more,
Gotcha.
but I wouldn't put it in the top 5. So where we at?
3. You're at 4 right now. You
I'm at
said
4.
Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, Ed Wood.
I think that's the what's the one next to Dumbo? I forget. I can't really see the name.
Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Damn,
one.
that word was hard to say. Fuck.
That one.
Peculiar.
I like.
Yeah, I need to go try and fucking embarrass myself.
We'll put that one at 5, and then
Okay, what's
number
at 4?
4 would probably be
Batman.
Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
Be number 4.
Okay. Not too bad. Pretty solid picks.
Top 5 directors:
Oh, Jesus.
Tim Burton,
I knew that.
Wes Anderson,
Okay.
Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't really know that many, other than like the big names.
He said I only know 3.
Give me a list of them.
Scorsese, Spielberg, Tarantino, Kubrick.
Tarantino is definitely a good one. He's
Guillermo
number
del
4.
Toro. Why do I know that name? What's
He's
that doing?
he did Pinocchio, the new one.
Haven't seen it.
Um,
I hear a lot about Paul Thomas Anderson. He's pretty popular. I know Robbie likes him a lot. Kyle's roommate.
Scroll down real quick. What did Woody Allen make? I feel like I know that name.
I couldn't tell you, but I know his name. He was pretty controversial from what I remember.
Oh, I ain't never watched any of those.
Ants. Ants was fire. But yeah, I haven't seen any of those either.
It's either between Hitchcock or the other guy. What's his dick? He made creepy films. He made The Shining.
Oh,
I forget his name.
fucking, what's his cock?
I bet Kyle's like screaming into the computer right now.
Only every episode. Oh,
Stanley
Stanley
Kubrick.
Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
You know Stanley Kubrick.
Kubrick.
Yeah, no, it's a reservation dogs joke. But anyways,
It's between him and Alfred Hitchcock.
good old Hitchcock.
Because those two were the ones that set up.
What did
horror.
Hitchcock do? I don't know.
They made horror what it is nowadays, and they both have pretty good films. He
The
did
way
The
I spelled it.
Crows.
The way I spelled it in the fucking search
He did The
bar.
Crows. He did Psycho. He did.
Oh, he did like a lot of the early.
Yeah, he did a lot of really like the early horror genres.
Okay. I'll have to look into him. I haven't really seen any of his films. But,
Fucking Clockwork Orange, man.
Bruh, that shit was
is weird.
wild.
Weird.
What was y'all doing?
Fucking Stanley Kubrick. Stanley
Stanley
Kubrick.
Anyways, I have no
I don't
idea.
think I've seen ever seen. Wait, is it Reservoir Dogs? That
Yeah, it's a TV show. It's on Hulu.
what's didn't Quentin Tarantino make a? It was like Reservoir Dogs or some shit like that.
I think it is Reservoir Dogs. Yeah,
I've never seen that, but
Tarantino's
I've
in it.
always wanted to see it.
I feel like there's
'Cause it's like a class. It's like a cult classic. So
wasn't
never
that
seen it.
remade in like the 2000s? As a TV series.
Reservation
yeah,
Dogs.
yeah, okay. My dumbass. I feel like it was remade, no? Maybe? Oh, Jesus. Again, if I could type. I don't fucking know. Either way, leave it in the comments below if you know what we're talking about.
But I've always wanted to see that. I've never seen it. I've heard that's good though.
Check it out for next week, guys.
It was his first film that he's ever made.
Who?
It was
Who?
his first feature film, Quentin Tarantino's.
Oh, gotcha.
Where can we watch it is the question. I don't think we can find it anywhere.
That is the question.
For dogs.
Amazon Prime.
You'd have to pay for it.
Yeah, it looks like you have to find a copy of it or something.
Plex.
Whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is.
Either way, it's on there. Check it out.
All right, we're gonna have Kyle mail it to us.
Thank you. Overnight it, please. Appreciate it. But seeing as we had to cut the podcast twice now, I have no clue where we're at on time, but
It's 9:17.
not. Welcome to the One Tone
Are
Podcast.
you talking? Were you talking about how long we've been
Yes,
on?
you fucking idiot.
You
fucking idiot. Yes. He said, I don't know what the nigga, I gotta watch. Come on, bro. Oh my God, bro. All right, so we're gonna get into TT's talks. I have
That
no
was
idea
great
how long
fun.
the podcast is, but either way, I want to say thank you if you're listening, for your continued support of the channel. But the volume up on the TV there real quick for him, T.
I can hear it.
Okay, beautiful. So, yeah, I have no idea how long the podcast is, but we're going to hop on into TT's Talks and then close it out. Step 1.
Could a mentally stable person do this?
Bro, this sound was my fucking...
Haunts my nightmares. If you're not
Could a
It's
familiar,
my
mentally stable
sleep
person do
paralysis
this?
demon right there.
that's the tone of the McDonald's timers. Bruh, oh my
That
God.
shit was so annoying.
Haunt my nightmares. That shit was fucking
Mi
terrible.
amor,
This
so
is
many ladies have tried and failed to strap a saddle on Sid the Stallion.
If that's you and you wonder why you're still single, just wonder no more. Wonder no more. I usually try not to put the still pictures on there, but this one got me dead. It's of me trying to explain to my cat why we can't have any more treats. My cat, just obviously overweight. Just the biggest cat you've ever seen. Big lightning energy, though. I give him 4 treats, and then 5 minutes later, he's like rubbing up on me. Just maybe I can have some more treats. I'm like, no, you can't. This next one's a little bit longer than normal.
Talk about a Middle Eastern warhead. Sprinkle on some white guilt. We're gonna
If you haven't
fry it
seen
with some
Coos Did Burn,
uncivilized
you're missing
mustard.
out.
We're gonna dose it with more spices than a UN conference. Change the color of it. Better get
Oh, I
pulled
wish
over
me
for no
and
reason.
me
Time
and-
to kill off the swine flu.
me
Last
and
vegetable
Chuck were
I ate
friends.
was your grandmother after her
It
stroke.
does seem pretty fried.
Shrunk to nothing like it just popped an instant released Addy. Nice thin slices, less calories that way.
The
You got
ending
a
of
show
this
to
is so
Nindulia. Need Duolingo just to pronounce this. Future tear gas tomorrow
Duolingo?
morning. Oh yeah, that's attractive. No juicy pork, ton of flavor. Provolone that smells like your sister's crotch in the morning. A little bit of broccoli rabe. Look at this, look at this. I'm already heavy breathing. This is what we play for.
That motherfucker did look pretty fucking good, though. Cruz is so fucking funny.
He's so funny.
I wish I had a New York accent so bad.
I want to meet him just to like cook something with him.
Oh yeah. When you get into a bar fight, the DJ puts on this shit. I don't know why it reminded me of Arthur a little bit.
Bam, 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 bam. Breakfast, bams.
Oh shit.
Bam, 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 bam. You hungry? You want breakfast?
That's lightning as fuck. Just a dickhead, but he knows what the words "you hungry" mean. Man, this is unrelenting.
Oh my
Where the way
They
this
say
guy's
you actually did this?
That's how I'm gonna stand at work from now on.
Bro, standing like a drawing from an 8-year-old of a person. Just feet just straight out.
They say you actually did this?
The way he's smiling is so funny.
He said, "Oh Lord." All right, we got 2 more.
We're going to hell, Jaylen. Facts.
Just lay down in the rice. That's all you can do. Oh jeez. All right. Excuse me. Sorry for being all gassy and coughing and shit.
This is me.
Blocked it. No chance.
That was me and Theo as fuck. Like, whenever we were younger, we would play and he'd be like, "I hit you with the spell." I'd be like, "Dodged it." He'd be like, "You can't dodge it. You can't dodge it all the time." I'd be like, "Dodged it."
I do that shit to Kyle now.
Or like, he'd be like, fake gun to the head. He'd be like, I'd be like, "Dodged it." He'd be like, "What? It was up against you." I was like, "I'm just that good."
Our coworker, Kyle,
Mm-hmm.
he's always like, "I'm gonna shoot your kneecaps out," and then he's like, "Pew, pew," and I'm like, "Dodged it," and he's like, "You can't dodge a bullet." I'm like,
What?
Dodged
I just
it.
did. Out the way. All right, let's start this one over.
Blocked it. No chance. She gone. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, bitch.
Mans is not trying to get impressed by anybody at the party. So you 8 years old, you can get it too.
Me and Hogwarts Legacy, just running around after I learned that.
After you learn the unforgivable curses.
Yeah.
Crucio.
Imagine if they put that sound in the game. It's like a DLC.
Yeah.
You got like a really tiny wand.
You just get them. Hogwarts Legacy, if you're listening, bruh, put a little tiny wand and just every time you, bruh, that would be so fucking hilarious. All right. I want to say one more time, thank you for watching the Two Tone Podcast. If you want to find my music or social medias in any capacity, linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my music on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitter, Cash App, or Venmo if you're feeling generous. All the proceeds go to getting better mics because we obviously need it. But yeah, TT, hit him with your little spiel before we hit the song.
You can watch my stuff on YouTube at Glass House Productions 8. And you can contact me if you want to help in any way at Glass House Productions 8 on Instagram. And yeah, Linktree will be in the description.
Hell yeah. Want to say thank you. This has been the Two Tone Podcast. Say something, T.
What if I just farted in the mic?
I guess you could. I know which mic is mine and which one's yours. So, no, as long as you're willing to risk the
pink eye?
Yeah, as long as you're willing to risk that, you can go ahead and do it. You got about 2 seconds before the song stops.
Nah.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See you. Be
Your
safe.
mother.